China has donated $1 million multi-sector assistance aid that will target thousands of vulnerable communities fleeing conflict and drought in Somalia. Somali officials and UN migration agency IOM attended the handover ceremony.
In May this year, representatives of Chinese government and the International Organization for Migration signed an agreement in Beijing. Chinese government make a cash contribution of USD 1 million US dollars, which shall be used by IOM for the project on the multi-sector assistance to IDPs and vulnerable communities and returnees in Somalia, including provide non-food items and emergency shelters.
The donation to IOM comes as the organization is dealing with a major crisis as conflict and drought in the country continues to displace thousands every month. According to Somali authorities, up to 5 million people remain in urgent need of humanitarian aid, including new returnees from camps in neighboring Kenya.
New layers of displacement pile up on top of old layers. Migration crises, in a sense, in Somalia really don't come to an end. Newly displaced, the people who are being displaced at the moment, are vying for space for those who still remain displaced from the 2010-2011 drought, those currently being displaced by conflict, particularly for al-Shabaab-related conflicts, are competing for space and resources in the same camps, in the same settlements that are receiving the drought victims.
Mogadishu says its priority is to save lives and has thus created a special Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management to oversee relief efforts in the country. Among the worst affected regions include parts of South Central, Puntland and Somaliland.
We still appreciate by the efforts of the Chinese and the international community, which has tirelessly worked with us. But I have to say that there has to be a greater response to this, and it's already ongoing. As I said earlier, up to 5 million Somalis, if not more, are still in great depression because of the drought. We desperately trying to avert, a crisis situation, a famine situation.
In April, China donated $10 million to the UN's World Food Programme through its Emergency Response Programme. The grant allowed WFP to deploy emergency aid to more than 200,000 people for up to 4 months. And as Somalia deals with one of the largest humanitarian crises in decades, China has played an important role in supporting Somalia and UN partner organizations in dealing with the crisis on the ground and also signaling China's commitment to the Horn of African nation. Many refugees have also returned from neighboring countries such as Yemen and Kenya. And within the country, more than 700,000 people are believed to have been displaced by both conflict and drought between the months of November 2016 and May 2017. And as Mogadishu struggles to cope with the crisis, its development projects initiated by China like this one that will go a long way in alleviating the suffering of the drought-stricken victims here in Somalia. Abdulaziz Bilo, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.